when we talked about pattern matching, we talked about, we're looking at the world all the time. We're trying to make associations between, certain inputs and certain outputs and, what goes with what and all of this stuff. Now, association is a very important concept in and of itself. And association is because our brain stores things contextually. Okay, so it stores not only the thing, but what the thing is related to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if you're aware of that, you can actually use that to help people form positive associations about what it is that you're offering.
Oh, okay.
Great example. Okay. One of the earliest, largest, most significant celebrity endorsements, at least at a large scale, happened with two brands and a basketball player called Michael Jordan. Gatorade and Nike. Okay? Now, because Michael Jordan drinks a specific sports drink or wears a specific pair of shoes.
It must be awesome.
Must be awesome. Does that mean if you drink the same sports drink and you wear the same pair of shoes that you're going to be like Michael Jordan?
Obviously it does.
Yeah, yes. Okay. It doesn't, functionally, that association does nothing. Okay. No additional benefits are conferred, doesn't make the product better. Same thing with Tiger Woods, with a specific brand of golf clubs.
Right.
Okay. Using those golf clubs is not going to make you like Tiger Woods. Okay. Beer advertisements that have, extremely muscular shirtless men and women in bikinis. Drinking that beer is definitely not going to move you in that direction. Okay.
Right.
But that's not the reason why celebrity endorsements and, the sexiness of alcohol advertising, that's not why they do it.
Yeah.
Okay. What they're doing is forming an association. Okay. And there are particular characteristics of Michael Jordan, of Tiger Woods, of extremely attractive people, that even if there's no logical connection in all of this stuff, your brain will pick up the association anyway. And because we store information contextually, you learn the association, even if the association is not exactly true.
And even if you're smart enough to be like, oh, I know what they're doing, you still store them together.
Exactly. I mean, this is actually a classic example from the advertising world is Coca-Cola. And, Coke usually doesn't use celebrities, doesn't do all this stuff, but they still play the association game. And here's what they do. Every Coca-Cola advertisement, since basically the beginning of the company and when they started advertising, associates the brand, Coca-Cola, or the product, with a specific emotion or circumstance, and that is happiness. Okay?
Yeah, I can see that.
So the Coca-Cola company invented the modern depiction of the red and white Santa Claus. They're...
Really?
That was actually one of their first really major broad-scale national advertising campaigns was inventing Christmas for a lot of people, which is seen as a very happy thing. If you look at any sort of Coca-Cola advertisement and look on YouTube, just search for Coke ad, or Coca-Cola advertisement. They'll always, one of the recent ones where, the balloons in the Macy's Day Parade.
Oh, yeah. Charlie Brown.
And Charlie Brown, who never gets anything, finally gets the bottle of Coca-Cola and he's smiling. I mean, it's a very basic association.
You're right. I think of the Adrian Brody commercial, and that is a celebrity, but basically all he did was drive around and they were happy and they were bouncing and there wasn't even a line of dialogue.
No. It was just a situation, and the association that they're making is happiness. And that actually, it was one of their taglines for a while, was directly happiness related, or happiness or joy, or all of these things. And that's what they've done for decades, is associate their product with a moment that most of us really enjoy.
I like that because I think most people think about the association either with the celebrity or with like bikinis. And it's nice to know that you can use it in another more functional way.
Yeah, you can. And there's all sorts of things. This is sometimes called positioning, in the marketing world, but it's associating your product with a particular quality. Yeah. I mean, good example, a little bit more on the sexy factor is what do you think of Victoria's Secret?
Obviously, it's lingerie. Come on.
Obvious association. But they've associated that for so long so effectively that, there is an association when somebody even mentions the word, you get to conjure up all of these images, and the association, if you're in that particular market, works. The same thing is, classic example in the car market of Volvo.
Right, you think of like safety and reliability.
Exactly. And that was an association that the company developed over a very long period of time.
Interesting.
And so having these associations with basic emotions or basic situations is extremely valuable because, or even people in the case of, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and all these things, the associations wear off on people's perception of what is being offered, which is why people do it. So associate your particular product or service or offer with characteristics that are desirable. And even if there's nothing logically true about that association, the qualities actually do, from a psychological standpoint, rub off, which is why it works.
Cool.
That's association.